So in this quick video, I'm just going to explain to you guys how I basically went to the Bahamas for free, and also how I bought all of my house items for only 60% of what I would have paid for them had I not opened up a credit card. Alright, so let's start with my trip to the Bahamas. Something in me was like, I need a January trip. So what I did was I shopped around, I went online, I believe I used a website called nerdwallet.com and maybe even pointsguy.com, and those websites show you like the top credit cards right now for cash rewards, points back, travel, balance transfers, things like that. So I went to those websites and I found a credit card from Capital One, and that credit card was the Capital One Venture card. So the thing that I liked about that card was the fact that once you spent $3,000 on the card within 3 months, it would give you $500 in travel. Now, at first glance, $3,000 seems like a lot, especially if you don't have a lot of bills like rent and utilities and car payments that you're paying off, you know, every month, and that will easily add up to $3,000 within 3 months. But the thing that I like to do when I'm going for cash back bonuses is when I have people around me who are buying things, I'll say, hey, can you just charge it to my credit card, and then pretty much just cash at me whatever you spent. So it's like I'm spending the money on the card, and as soon as they cash at me the money, I'm paying off the credit card, so I don't have any interest building up, or I'm not like taking on that balance and having it recorded on my credit card statement. Essentially all I'm doing is getting the points and then paying the credit card off as soon as I get the money from them through my Cash App. So another way that I like to meet the minimum spend for sign-up bonuses is stock up on things that I usually buy. So if I'm grocery shopping, I might buy like maybe 3 times more what I usually would buy. So say I usually buy cereal, rice, you know, things like that that'll last for a long time, like in the pantry and won't expire. I'll buy 3 times more of that because I know eventually I will use it, but I'm just spending more on buying it right now so I can get the sign-up bonus. So long story short, I hit the minimum spend on that credit card of $3,000 within like 2 months, and then after that, immediately the points showed up in my credit card account. So I had about 5,400 points that I could now transfer over to travel expenses. So the way that Capital One Venture card points work is once you have the points, you can make the purchase, and say I purchased plane tickets and the plane tickets were X amount. Purchase the plane tickets, and once that charge shows up on my account, I use a purchase eraser, and then I just go to that transaction and I erase the transaction using points that I have built up. So for this trip to the Bahamas, we stayed in an Airbnb. We usually like Airbnbs because they're cheaper, and they also put you in the neighborhoods that the locals stay in. So it's like having a local experience instead of having a hotel or resort experience. The total of the Airbnb for 1 week was $457 about, and then each plane ticket was $306. So once we combine the total cost of the Airbnb for a week and the 2 plane tickets, the total cost was $1,069. And after using the $565 points that I received from the sign-up bonus, the total cost came out to $504. Obviously, we split the total cost of the vacation between the 2 of us. So after the points, my half was taken care of, and what was left was $504. So that's where the idea comes in that me personally, I went to the Bahamas for free, but obviously I did split the rest of that amount with my girlfriend. So after splitting that, remaining $504, what I really spent by myself was $252, and she spent $252. Now, when it comes to my house purchase, I decided to open up a credit card about a week and a half after I closed on the house, and that credit card was the Chase Unlimited. And I chose this card because it had a pretty high sign-up bonus to minimum spend ratio. I only had to spend $500 to receive $200 back. This is my first time moving out and living on my own, so of course I needed the house essentials, cleaning supplies, the curtains, the dishes, things like that. So once I received my Chase Unlimited card in the mail, I went to the store and I had a budget of only $500. I spent that quickly, but I got pretty much everything that I needed. And once I spent that $500 on the things that I needed for my house, I got the alert on my Chase app that I met the minimum spend of $500, and I was going to be awarded $200 back within a few weeks. So if we do the math, after spending $500 and getting $200 back from Chase, I really only spent $300, which is only 60% of what I would have spent if I used a debit card or some other credit card that didn't have a sign-up bonus. So that's my explanation on why I use credit cards so much and how they help me and how I get like the deepest discounts on things that I buy and the places that I travel to. Obviously, if you guys have any more questions, just DM me. I don't mind answering you guys' questions or giving some advice. And of course, I'm always working on new ways to make some money. So you guys will be seeing my new ventures that are coming up. And I actually have a new tip coming up on how I plan on making $300 by doing pretty much zero effort. That'll be coming up within the next few days. I'll probably work on that, and then you guys will see how I do that. But that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm out. Bye.